Okay, so we've set up our working directory and now we want to create our first part. So we're going to select new up here. Part is selected. You can also, we will later on be using assembly and drawing, but you don't need to worry about any of the others at the moment. And I'm going to create the cube. And I'll just call it cube. I can't put any spaces in there, which is a bit annoying sometimes, but you just have to make do with that. So I'm going to click OK, and the 3D modelling space opens up. So I've got the different planes that I can draw on here, the front plane, the right plane and the top plane. I can rotate the 3D space by pressing down on the middle mouse button and just moving the mouse and it will rotate. I can zoom in and out by rolling the scroll wheel backwards and forwards, and I can pan left and right and up and down by holding down Shift on the keyboard and holding down the scroll wheel, and then I can pan around, which can be useful sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing an extrude. So we've got the extrude up here. If I select that, and now it wants me to create to select the plane that I want to work on. So I'm going to work on the top plane. I've sort of rotated this round, so it should, when you come onto it, it should look like more like this. Right, so I'm going to select the top plane. So I'm drawing it as if I'm looking down on it. So up here I've got center rectangle. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to click just in the center of where these planes cross over and draw a square. So you'll see I can draw a rectangle, but if I get it more square shaped, these little green things sort of flash up, and that means that it is a perfect square. Okay, so I drag it out like that and then press the middle mouse button to say I'm happy with that. Right now it didn't actually go to a perfect square, so I need to edit these dimensions. So I can just double click with the left mouse button on those dimensions, and then I can put in a value, whichever one I would like. So I'm going to put in probably going to put in 50, and then middle click, and I'm going to change that to 50 as well. So I want this to be a cube, right? So that has gone a nice pale yellow colour, which means everything is okay with it. And I'm going to click OK, and now it has extruded it. And if I middle click and rotate, you'll see, and zoom out, you'll see it's extruded it a lot more than I want it to. So it's actually extruded it 216.506 millimeters. Right, so I just want it to be 50, so I can double click on that dimension, put in 50 in there, and middle click, and now it is a cube. I could also type in the dimension I want in there, or I can also grab this white box and move it up and down as well. So I'll click in 50 and enter or middle mouse button and tick, and it goes grey, and I've extruded a cube.